Hello there and welcome to Lights Camera Cricket. I'm Himanshu Singhal and we've got Nikhil Chopra and Boria Majumdar with us to discuss today's IPL match. But first, an update on the game. Hyderabad beat Punjab by 20 runs in their IPL encounter at Mohali today. David Warner started well, scored a 50, but didn't get enough support. Henriquez and Oja made runs in the middle order, but could not score freely as Murali Vijay conceded only 16 in 3 overs. Aksa struck with wickets again, and Anureet and Sandeep sent down quite a few Yorkers in the last 2 overs to restrict the target to 151. Punjab lost their first 4 wickets with just 50 runs on the board, leaving Saha to wage a lone battle, and obviously that did not prove to be enough. Now let's quickly take a look at the player of the day. David Warner, an incredible knock of 58 runs of just 41 deliveries with 10 fours and of course a solitary 6. Incredible strike rate there, 141.5. Now let's take a look at the over of the day. And of course, what else but the 18th over bowled by Trent Bolt, the over in which he got 7 runs and of course 2 wickets. Patel and Saha, the game-changing over of the day. Let's now quickly take a look at the points table. Hyderabad now with 3 wins from their 7 matches, while Punjab still at the bottom with just 2 victories out of the 7 matches that they've played. All right, Nikhil, so what was the turning point of this match for you?
I guess first and foremost, with the kind of side that the Kings have got, Himanshu, a little surprising that they just kept losing wickets at regular intervals. You know, when you talk about Marsh, then Bailey, Miller, all the big stars for the Kings. You know, if you ask them before the start of the game, would they take chasing 150 or they would have taken it. Well, on track, but it had something in it. I just guess they made a complete mess of that chase, but all credit to the Hyderabad bowlers. I think Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Praveen Kumar, Bolt bowled fantastically well. And the good thing is Bolt got that ball to move in the air, and that's what troubled most of the Kings 11 batsmen.
Right, Boria, of course, some poor fielding towards the end by Hyderabad offered Wriddhiman Saha a lot of chances. They pretty much gave it to Wriddhiman Saha, and then ultimately he got out, and that's how Hyderabad won it.
You know, I don't think Wriddhiman Saha is capable of winning a match on his own. I mean, yes, he was fighting a lone battle, but till the time, you know, the asking rate was all constantly going up and up and up. It was about 12, 13, 14. I don't think Wriddhiman Saha is a good enough batsman against the likes of Trent Bolt or Bhuvneshwar Kumar to consistently get 13, 14 in the last 4-5 overs and get 50, 60 runs. I thought it was beyond them. Yes, it came close, but 20 runs in a T20 encounter, Himanshu, is a big ask. 20 runs is a fairly big margin. Having said that, I thought David Warner was brilliant. And if you see David Warner's fielding as well, when you're pointing out fielding, see the effort David Warner was putting in the field and the way he was saving those boundaries, reacting, throwing the ball, that tells you how much they wanted to win. I thought they wanted to win more. Trent Bolt and Bhuvneshwar Kumar was brilliant. Make no mistake, the better team won.
Right, Nikhil, they dropped Steen this time and they got Henriquez this time. And of course, that move seems to have really paid off because Henriquez then scored 30 and got 1 wicket, and then one wicket was a pretty big one, Bailey.
Well, apart from him getting a wicket, I think it's a more sensible move. If you look at the Hyderabad batting side, that middle order has got a bit of a vacuum. With Bopara not getting runs, they need some sort of experience. They need a match winner who would carry on that momentum. They were absolutely over-reliant on Shikhar Dhawan as well as David Warner to go out there and get runs every single time. But, you know, one of them fails. You need some sort of solidity in that middle order. To me, this move makes sense because you need that all-rounder who's capable of winning you the game with the bat as well.
Right, let's now get some figures on your screens now. David Warner, of course, the player of the day for us, 58 runs of 41 deliveries. We'll get his numbers on the screen right away. 41 runs on the offside and close to about 17 on the onside. David Warner. Nikhil, incredible performance there by David.
Incredible. And, you know, it's a big difference. When you saw David Warner get runs, bulk of the scoring gets done on the onside because anything just slightly short, he picks the length very, very quickly and that short arm jab towards square leg mid-wicket. But here, you take a look at that. 24 runs scored towards the V, just right off, long off for him. So, obviously, you know, he's really worked on his game. And it was in his zone and he went after the bowling. And I think it was a pretty mature innings. He realizes the value of his wicket. Once he gets past 15, 20 runs, he realizes how important it is for him to carry on that momentum, because that middle order for the Hyderabad side, Himanshu, has really not got on. In the IPL season 8, that worries me. Come the crunch games, will that middle order withstand pressure?
Right, and of course, Henriquez supported him well with that knock of 30 of the 32 deliveries that he faced. A lot of them coming on the onside for Henriquez as well. Borea, incredible performance there by Henriquez. Good with bat as well as with ball, but we're talking about his batting here.
I don't think it was that great actually. I mean, 32 balls, 30 runs, from a top-notch all-rounder isn't the best. I mean, in the last few overs, had Ashish Reddy not banged those sixes, they would have ended up with 135, 140, and after being 60 of the first six, 56 of the first six, if I remember right. I don't think that's a good enough performance. I mean, there was a serious letdown in the middle overs by Naman Oja and Henriquez, and yes, he made it up with the ball, but so far I have not seen anything to say that he can bring that middle order together and win them games. It's overwhelmingly reliant on David Warner, and the moment Warner and Shikhar Dhawan get out, there's a big hole there. He's got to plug that, whether it's Hanuma Vihari, whether it's Naman Oja, whether it's Henriquez and Bopara, I don't know, but somebody has to step up, for otherwise Hyderabad will have a serious issue in the crunch games.
Right, let's take a look at Akshar Patel's figures. Of course, 2 for 25 in this game. Nikhil, were you impressed with the way Akshar Patel bowled today?
Well, I guess with the kind of track, he just kept it there and thereabouts. In that middle period, especially in that middle order, there's really nothing to write home about for the Hyderabad side. I thought, this is a great opportunity for somebody like Naman Oja to stake a claim at least, He's getting the opportunity, he's getting the number of deliveries in a T20 game to go out there and express himself, but he's not been able to do that, And you talk about Akshar Patel, I guess the left-arm spinner is looking to stake a claim. He's very slowly making a name for himself to be consistent. He had an opportunity with the bat to turn himself into, earn himself a reputation of being the all-rounder, somebody who could bowl well and look to finish games. He had the opportunity, but he let it go.
Let's in fact also take a look at the star performer there. Trent Bolt, 3 for 19. That 1 over bowled by Bolt, the 18th over, changed the course of the game. Borea, what was the highlight of Bolt's performance for you today?
He was getting the banana swing, Himanshu. He was getting the swing and he was bowling it at good pace. I mean, first 3 overs, I thought it was smart captaincy on the part of Warner to bring Bolt in the 18th over. He didn't wait till the 20th. He had 1 over from Bhuvi, 1 over from Praveen and 1 over from Bolt. He got Bolt in the 18th because he knew that 1 wicket or 2 wickets at that point in time and match would be over. And that's what happened. And if you see 4 overs, 19, an economy of 4.8 with 3 wickets, you kill it there. And Trent Bolt has been sensational so far. Can they get Trent Bolt and Dale Steyn in? Is it possible for them? Can they tweak it in a way that they get another domestic batsman in and in place of say an Henriquez or Bopara, if they get a Dale Steyn in, because Bopara is batting in at number 6 and 7, he's hardly getting the chance to bat, not fired so far. And if it's Trent Bolt and Dale Steyn at the top of the order, even if they get 15-20 runs less, they know that we've got 8 overs of quality bowling. Can Hyderabad tweak it in a way that they can exploit their resources best?
Right, final comments on this match. Nikhil, from your side, Punjab dropped Sehwag today for Manan Vora. Quite a big move, but what's your take on it?
Well, big move, but he hasn't been amongst runs. He certainly hasn't been his best. Even the quick-fire 30s are not coming with consistency. So I guess they wanted to make a change to see how Vora would go out and do, because from here on in, very slowly, you're moving in towards the business end of the tournament, and by now, literally another game or so, you'd want to try and finalize your combination, who take that through. And don't forget, Sanjay Banga has dropped Virendra Sehwag as well as Maxwell. You don't get runs, you're out of there. You've got to give somebody else an opportunity. But Punjab, with the kind of team that they've got, I'm really surprised they're right at the bottom. None of their match winners have been consistently getting you runs. A big surprise. You look at the 4 overseas, you look at Virendra Sehwag, Murli Vijay. He's normally been a prolific run getter in the IPL season, but nothing to really write home about even this season. So that really surprises me. I'm sure that the think tank, the support staff will not be happy with the kind of performance that the Kings 11 has put.